Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. It's Friday. Good morning, William. How is everybody doing this morning? I hope everybody slept well. Some of you may or may not have seen my post from date night last night, which would explain why I've been a raging, BIT for the last couple of days. Explains a lot, actually. I don't have a ton of time because I have to do the news this morning on Fox to talk about babies. So many celebrities having babies. For those of you who don't know, I do the entertainment reporting on Fox News in Birmingham on some Friday mornings. So this morning we're going to talk about twins, and babies everywhere. So I wanted to share something with you guys. On Wednesday, Michael was out of town. And I was coming from work to pick up the kids. And Charlie has ballet on Wednesdays at 3:30. Now understand that my kids get out of school at 3. And our school is like at least 20 minutes from ballet. Which basically means that Wednesday afternoons are always a major time crunch. So here's how it typically goes when I pick up my kids from school on Wednesdays. Come on, get in the car. Your sister has ballet. I know. Mom, can I tell you? Just get in the car. Get buckled. Climb up. Get buckled. Get buckled. Stop touching your sister. Get buckled. Give me your book bags. Put them in the trunk. Get buckled. Get in the car. Right? Not like the best way to greet your kids after they've been in school all day. And, then I get them in the car and it starts, Charlie, take your shoes and socks off. And I'm basically like trying to partially dress her for ballet in the car on the way. Every time we get there, it's like 3:26. I'm wrangling her into tights, into the outfit. And then we have an hour. So then I have to, it's just, Wednesdays are hard. Anyway, I remember thinking on Wednesday, I feel like I'm forgetting something. And I put the backpacks on the side of the car to put them in the trunk, got the kids in the car, and drove away. And left all the backpacks right in the parking lot next to my car. So I had to drive all the way back to the school, get the backpacks. I was in such a grumpy mood. It was just one of those days, one of those parenting days where I'm like, I'm not going to make it. I'm just not cut out for this. Like literally, it's just, I'm not going to make it. So yesterday, I'm in the house. This is just, it's a culmination of things, but hear me out. So yesterday was Thursday. Michael comes home. He picks up the other two, drops Olivia off at soccer, takes Max to basketball, keeps Charlie with him. Olivia's at soccer. She has to be picked up at 6:15. Now I hear Michael say to me, you pick up Olivia at 6:15. Okay. So I'm in the house getting dinner ready on a conference call. I look at the oven and the oven says 6:13 and I think 6:13. Why do I feel like I'm supposed to be doing something? And then I'm like, oh my God, Olivia. So I hang up on my conference call and race downstairs. Luckily, the soccer fields are literally behind my house. So it was like, I knew she wasn't going to notice that I was late. But anyway, I get to the soccer field. I pull up. I don't see her anywhere. I get out of the car. The guy's like, ma'am, you can't leave your car there. I'm like, shut up. I can't find my kid. He was like, okay. And I'm like, Olivia. And there's like parents and kids everywhere. And she's like, Mom. And I turn around. She comes running to me. She's like, Mom, I thought you forgot me. I'm like, no, what? No, of course not. I would never, what? Girl, no, get in the car. So I get home and I'm like trying to get her dinner ready, and I put my hands on the counter and I just start crying. And Olivia turns around, she's like, "Are you crying?" Because Olivia's the kid that'll look right at you and be like, "There's no crying in parenting. What are you doing? There's no crying in baseball." So I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." She's like, "Are you crying?" I'm like, "I'm fine." So she gets off her chair, she comes over and she hugs me. She's like, "What's wrong?" So I get down on my knees, because my pediatrician taught me that anytime you're upset, you're supposed to be looking at your kid right in the eyeballs. So I get down on my knees and I look right at her and I go, some days I feel like I'm failing, Olivia. It's a lot, and I just feel like I'm failing, and I feel like I'm such a mess." And she goes, "Well, sometimes you are a mess." I was like, "Thanks." She goes, "But you're still a good mom. You're always a good mom, even when you're a mess." I was like, "I am?" She was like, "Yeah." And then she kind of looked around and was like, "Is that what we're eating for dinner?" And like, right back to whatever. And I was like, "Yes, this is what you're eating for dinner." And she was like, "Can I have macaroni and cheese?" I was like, "No, you cannot have macaroni and cheese. You will eat this." So last night on the way to dinner, I told Michael, I'm like, "So Olivia and I totally had a moment." He was like, "Okay, what is it?" So I tell him, and he's like, "You are a mess, babe, but like you manage to always get it all done. So what do you always worry about? Why are you always like concerned that you're not doing enough or not doing it right?" And I thought, is there a mom that gets through this, or a dad that doesn't have a moment where they feel like they're not doing enough or not doing it right? Like, does that exist? My mother in the 80s was such a shit show. God love her, Susan. God love her. I really do. My mother used to make us noodles with ketchup, and we're Italian. Yeah. And try to convince us it was tomato sauce on the days she didn't feel like cooking. Susan, I knew it was ketchup. I just didn't say anything because I didn't want to hurt your feelings. But that's disgusting, and don't ever do it again. Okay? There were times like I remember times like where my mom, after my dad died, she would drink so much, I would just cover her with the covers and she would like cry in her sleep. Like, she was an actual shit show at times. But like, was she a good mom? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Most of the time. Yeah. I mean, I think,
I can't find the answer to the question I heard.
Oh my God, hysterical. I said, "Was she a good mom?" And Alexa was like, "You know what? I'm not sure. I don't know." Real talk. I'm not sure. That's funny. Anyway, we all have moments where we are sure we're failing. We all have moments where we are worried about things that our children will not even think about the next day. We all have moments where we think our spouse is a better parent than we are. Or is that just me? Because I was one time, this is real, this happened to me. This was just a week ago. The woman who runs my kids' school turned around and told me what a great dad Michael was, and then basically said, "He's a better dad than you are, Mom." I was like, yeah, that's actually true. I can't even be mad at you. It's real. There are some days I don't know that I'm cut out for it, honestly, but I do it. I'm here. I signed up for it. I'm in it. I'm committed. It's a thing. I love it. I love them. But like, sometimes when I am like, sometimes I just go like, "Oh, this is bad. This is bad." Sometimes I drop my kids' food on the floor and I put it back on the plate. That's real. Sometimes I see Charlie eating things out of her car seat and I know she shouldn't, but I let her do it anyway because I don't care. Sometimes I see Max walking a little funny and I know it's because his sneakers are too tight, but I'm not going to the store to buy new sneakers until the weekend. So he's got 3 more days with sneakers that are hurting his toes. That's real too. Sometimes Charlie wants to wear footy pajamas from when she was 3. So instead I just cut the toes off and let her toes stick out the bottom because I don't care. Other times I give my kids a bath with baby wipes because I'm too tired to give them all showers. This is true. I am a mess sometimes, okay? Sometimes I feed my kids pasta with butter and chickpeas 3 times a week because they argue with me so bad about what I'm cooking that I don't feel like listening to it. So I just make them pasta because I know they'll eat it. That's it. This is it, folks. I mean, I could do this all day long. Okay? Yeah. That's me. Anybody else? All right, so I just want you all to understand that you can be a total mess at times and still be such a good mom. Because in the end, my dad died, and I look back at my dad, and the truth is that he died when I was 17. I can barely remember him anymore. I'm 40. I can barely remember his voice. I remember certain things about him, but, oh girl, the wipes thing is not your move. Don't even try it. I clean my kids' armpits, peepees, tushies, toes with baby wipes and in the bed. Oh boy. That's funny. I always look back at my dad and think he was such a good dad, but like, was he? I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't think so. Probably not, but I loved him. Oh my God, I have the best story to tell you guys. Okay, listen, I totes forgot that I wanted to tell you the most amazing ball story, and I forgot because I had to tell you the thing about Olivia. First of all, thank you to everybody who shares my videos every day. I see who shares them. I love that you share them. It is so like awesome that you guys do that for me and help me spread the word. Seriously, solidarity, folks. I love it. I appreciate you. Thank you for tagging friends and spreading. You are not a failure. This is what I'm telling you. None of us are failures because we get up and keep trying. Failing is only when you stop trying. Like if you like woke up this morning and laid in bed and were like, I retire, I'm not a mom anymore, sorry, make your own breakfast and drive yourself to school, then pretty much you failed. But if you got up and like, whatever, you're in it. You're still here. You're still in the fight. I could give you a whole list of things I do as a parent that would make you feel a lot better about yourself. Oh yeah. Like the time that I was too lazy to buy toothpaste for like 4 days, so I brushed my kids' teeth with water. Gross. Hey, at least they got their teeth brushed, okay? Thank you for sharing my video. I just want to tell you guys that I love you so much. The book is on Amazon. It's called The Southern Education of a Jersey Girl. Stacy, thank you for sharing every day. For those of you who found me on Instagram at Jamie P. Sullivan, thank you for coming over to Instagram. It's a lot of fun, but very racy. And I got a video I'm posting later on Instagram that's super racy, so don't get your feelings hurt. And what else I want to tell you? Oh, tomorrow's Coffee Talk is going to be amazing because I'm going to tell you an amazing story tomorrow. I love you guys so much. No, I got to tell you tomorrow because I got to get ready for the news and my armpits are sweating through my shirt, which means now I got to change my shirt. So I love you guys so much. It's Friday. I freaking love you, Carrie Lee. And I love you. Have a great day. No, I'm telling the story tomorrow, Nicole. The story tomorrow. I promise. Tomorrow is the story. Get the book, The Southern Education of a Jersey Girl. Come on Instagram, Jamie P. Sullivan. Let's have fun. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.